Up next on Lion TV, we will be looking into the new changes and policies our school has been implementing these past few weeks. Also, our very own cafeteria's new remodeled lunch line.
And me, Eric Coy, with your sports updates. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Welcome back, Cersei High. I'm Caden DeGroot.
And I'm Marley Snow. We hope you're having a great week. Let's get into some announcements.
Students should bring their ID cards with them every day. You need them for the lunchroom, library, East Office access, and the entrances to other buildings on campus. This is not optional, and the ID card reprints are not unlimited.
Please note that before you go to the library, nurse, or counselor's office, you must have your teacher email that office or room for permission. You'll be turned away if you do not follow the procedure.
If you didn't purchase a Chromebook insurance at registration, you still have the chance to do so until today. The cost is $25 and it covers any accidental damage to the Chromebook or replacement charger, or otherwise a broken screen. Uninsured would cost $50 for repair, a lost charger would be $20, and a lost Chromebook would be $300. Payment can be made in the library or in the East Office.
The Youth Advisory Council will hold their first meeting Wednesday, September 4th, during lunch in the East Classroom, room 307. The speaker that day will be Christine Harrell, Federal Coordinator from Cersei Public Schools. They will also take care of some of our beginning of the year paperwork and vote for Sweetheart.
If you want to join the new Lion Cooking Club, contact Ms. Johnston for more information. Club dues are $10. See Ms. Johnston for details.
FCCLA is collecting dues for the school year. The cost is $15 and can be paid in Ms. Smote's room 213 or Ms. Johnston's room 104 by September 30th. The first morning meeting will be September 11th. Members attending the fair day on the 11th will need to pay dues by September 6th and pick up a permission slip.
There's been some big changes to our school this year.
Let's send it over to Star Cox with more.
Today we're kicking off the new school year with a fresh look at what's in store for students and staff. From exciting new clubs to what Cersei students truly think about this school year. Let's dive into some of this year's changes.
One of the biggest changes we've had is we've adjusted our intervention time and soon-to-be enrichment time from having 0 hour at the beginning of the day to having our line time after second period.
The only difference I've really realized is teachers being more strict with phones. That's really all. My phone has never been really a problem with me, so I'm kind of used to not having my phone in class.
With a new school year comes new benefits. Cersei is beginning to offer many clubs and activities.
All sorts of little things that we're always trying to do to improve the school, adding more things in like Club Brush or just different activities.
I have theater and I'm also joined track this year, and I just got a job, so scheduling will probably be stressful.
One thing that seemed prevalent is the lack of student feedback, seemingly stemming from the low options of ways to communicate with authoritative figures.
I think that we should implement more rules that benefit the students.
Because a lot of times I just think the lack of communication is kind of our problem. We have a lot of good things, it's not communicated.
I think student feedback is important because the students are there spending 8 hours a day in an environment they don't want to.
It would probably be best if we would create a way where we got more student voiced, and so I could see where that could be an improvement and being able for students to be able to have that option for that input. We don't have a great way right now, it's just kind of word of mouth.
So it's if these students can tell you what they want and what they need to learn, you probably want to listen. You're probably going to get better test scores.
Cersei is always striving to improve and better each school year that comes along.
One of the biggest challenges was 0 hour was a hot mess. Of course, we always have graduation rate, improving our scores in math, English, and science, a goal that we just always want to do what's best for kids overall.
That's just a taste of this school year. Stay tuned to Lion TV for more updates as the school year progresses. Have a great year, Lions, and let's send it back over to our anchors at the news desk.
Wow, there are so many new changes to this school year.
I can't wait to see these new policies be implemented. A county in western Arkansas has approved a $3 million settlement with the family of a man who died from dehydration and malnutrition. While being held in a local jail, the Sebastian County Quorum Court on Tuesday unanimously and without discussion voted to settle the lawsuit filed over the 2021 death of Larry Eugene Price Jr. at the county jail. Price died after being held a little over a year at the facility awaiting trial on a terroristic threatening charge. Price, 51, who had a history of serious mental illnesses, had been held in solitary confinement at the county facility, according to lawsuit.
The Arkansas Supreme Court upheld the state's rejection of signed petitions for an abortion rights ballot initiative on August 22nd, keeping the proposal from going before voters in November. The ruling dashed the organizers' hopes of getting the constitutional amendment measure onto the ballot in the predominantly Republican state, where many top leaders promote their opposition to abortion. Election officials said Arkansas for limited government failed to comply with state's law primarily because it submitted documentation regarding the signature gathered separately and not in a single bundle. The group argued that it should have been given more time to provide any additional documents needed.
One person was killed and 3 were injured by a landslide that prompted a mandatory evacuation in the Alaskan city of Ketchikan. Authorities said 3 people were transported to Ketchikan Medical Center following the landslide, which struck around 4 p.m. Sunday and damaged homes and infrastructure. The Ketchikan Gateway Borough and City of Ketchikan said in a joint statement Sunday. Alaska Governor Mike Dunleavy declared an emergency for Ketchikan, while Borough Mayor Rodney Dial and City Mayor Dave Keffer issued a separate emergency declaration.
There doesn't seem to be an end to these temperatures.
Let's send it over to Luke Pruitt to see if this warm weather will stick around.
Good morning, Jersey High. Now, I'm not going to try and take too long. Let's get right into these weather announcements. Today on August 30th, we're going to be having a high of 91. Sunrise is going to be at 6:38 a.m., well before any of us are here. We're going to be having scattered storms with a 40% chance of rain all across Searcy, so look out for some downpours. Wind is going south at 7 miles per hour with a 70% humidity. Now on to tonight. Tonight, we're going to be having a low of 73, still going to be partly rainy all across Searcy. 40% chance of rain still, that hasn't changed. Winds are going west-northwest at 5 miles per hour, 91% humidity, and sunset is going to be at 7:35 p.m., so get your lawn chairs out for that. On to the almanac. We're looking at a high of 100 and a low of 59 throughout the last week. We're having a monthly average of 3.41 inches of rain and 0.64 inches as our month to date. Now onto the 5cast. We're going to be looking at a 90-degree high and a 71-degree low on Saturday with a 40% chance of rain, 90-degree high and a 68-degree low on Sunday with a 60% chance of rain. It's going to be stormy on those 2 days. Showers still on Monday with a 60% chance of rain, nothing's changed. 81-degree high, 63-degree low, and it's still going to be rainy on Tuesday with a 78-degree high and a 61-degree low with a only 30% chance of rain, and the rain's going down to 24% on Wednesday, partly cloudy still with an 82 high and a 62 low. Honestly, it's going to be really rainy. Just pack an umbrella this week.
I'm hungry.
Oh, me too.
Me too. Do you know what's for lunch today?
Lunch today we'll be having classic cheese pizza, classic chicken sandwich, classic cheeseburger and bun, chicken and cheese crispito, ham and Swiss cheese sub, fresh pear, and milk.
Speaking of lunch, I hear there's also been some remodeling done in the cafeteria.
That's an interesting story. Let's send it over to Warren Kemp to learn more.
This school year has had some big changes, one of them being a total makeover of our cafeteria. We were able to catch an interview with Corey Irwin to tell us more.
I was taking a look at where the needs were, and it looked like the high school definitely needed some attention with the equipment that they had.
With the remodel being a success, some may wonder what changes happened behind the scenes.
The biggest features are, because I wanted to get it, of course, energy efficient, and then also the steam wells can go hot or cold, which those other ones didn't used to do. The middle part, that salad bar, that was a big thing that I was trying to change up a little bit. Then also we've got the ice cream bar over on that side, the ice cream section, so that's something that's new.
With brand new menus and different sections, Searcy isn't the only school to get a new look.
We've done that with Chartwell's, has done that at other schools, and it's been real successful. It helps identify the certain types of menus that they have for each section, and it also kind of separates it a little bit. And then that way it can increase the flow. That way they get it, and then they can skip the rest of the line and keep moving on. So it should help the flow. I'm happy with it. I was all summer long. I kept saying, I can't wait for the students to come back. I can't wait to see the look on their face and see what they think about it.
With students coming back this year, lots of them are excited about the new look.
It looks nice. It kind of looks like the arena, like what they had at Arena, same system.
No, I really like it. It looks really nice, and it's good to eat, easy to get food. I love the pizza. It's about the same as last year, and it tastes really good.
The remodel was a nice change for the start of the new school year, with hopefully more to come. Now let's send it back to the news desk.
It's a busy time in the sports world right now. Let's send it over to Eric Crowley, who has all of our updates for us.
Happy Friday, Searcy High. Let's jump right into these local sports updates. The Searcy Lions football team will be traveling to Batesville tonight for their first game of the season. With the Lions coming off of a great start from the scrimmage game against Wynn, fans are excited to see what this year's season will look like. The SHS volleyball team played against Lone Oak this past Tuesday, where they won 3-1 their next game. We'll be playing against Harding Academy on September 3rd. The SHS tennis team will be going against Valley View on the 3rd as well. With all the sports events starting up, make sure to come out and support your Searcy Lions and Lady Lions. Heading on to national sports, college football is starting up with some amazing games. Heading into week 1, but on August 24th, during week 0, Florida State University went against Georgia Tech in Dublin, Ireland. Georgia Tech came into this year's college football season with a huge upset against the 10th ranked team in the nation with a score of 24-21. More exciting games to look out for include the Georgia Bulldogs taking on the Clemson Tigers for their first game of the season. 13th ranked LSU will be going against 23rd ranked USC week 1, and the number 7th ranked team in the county, Notre Dame, will be going against the 20th ranked Team Texas A&M. This was an exciting way to start the football season. Many more tough games will happen across the year. The NFL season is also starting up with the Eagles and Packers going up against each other next Friday at the Lincoln Financial Fields. Other exciting games to look out for include the LA Rams going against the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Cleveland Browns. Well, Searcy, that's all the sports updates I have for you this time. I hope everyone has an amazing 3-day weekend. Now let's send it back to the news desk with Caden and Marley.
Well, Searcy, that's about all the time we have for you. Follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Lion TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Searcy High Lion TV, Instagram at Searcy Lion TV, and on Facebook at Searcy High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Caden DeGroat.
And I'm Molly Snow. See you next week, Searcy.